Yeah. So yesterday we have seen timers sessions. We have completed. We have completed timers. So different types of timers, constant timer, uniform random timer, and all those things. And we have started controlling controllers, logic controllers. And under logic controllers, we have seen couple of controllers like loop controllers and the recording in JMeter we have seen yesterday. Today we are going to see some more controllers. Okay. So simple controller. So simple controller means it's nothing but it's just like uh, a simple container we can say like which is having which can hold a multiple requests. So the simple control does not have any much of functionality to do it, but it just holds the requests what we said. So let's see how it. I'm adding one thread group. Okay. And adding one thread group. I'm adding, let me add one sampler, HTTP request. Let me add one this one HTTP request. So let me save this one. So we go with this one. Blazed. So see here in this website Blaze demo, we have one flight booking, okay, and one home button. When you click on home button, we see here login, okay, and on registrations we see here. Okay, let's go with login first. Registration. Let's take one more register. Let's create one more sampler HTTP request. So let me add one more like flight booking here. Okay. Let me add one listener. Okay. So here in uh, simple controller, say let me add one logic controller, simple controller. So as I said that this simple controller is not having any functionality to explain much. So this does not do any extra functional work, but it is like a container type. Like it holds some of the requests, just like a container which can have multiple requests. Like it is used to group some of the requests. You can say, see, for example, I take this one and add this one. So I'm taking adding. See, I have grouped this login into simple container. So that's all. Like if you have number of requests here, and if you want to make a group, for example, like if you have many screens, many link requests in a page, we can make all those into a one group or a one container type. We can make it. So this is what simple container is. Like it is not having any specific functional type of request. See here, I have taken this login, register, and flight booking. So flight booking, I have done a mistake. There was an error. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So see here, login, register, and flight booking. Okay, so this simple container controller does not have any specific functionality to do it. Okay, next, like for example, see, I'm doing here register, flight booking, login, I'm executing. So what I want to do is like after register, before register, I want to do a login functionality, and before flight booking also I want to do a login functionality. How can I do it? Means every time for every request before I want to have a login request. How can I do it? So for that what I do is like I take one more uh, logic controller that is called as module controller. Okay, I'll disable this one, simple controller. So module controller is there, I'll name it as one. Okay, so I'll pull this login, okay, here. Okay, I'll copy this one once again. I'll add two law module controllers. So I'll mark it as two. So see here in module controller one, here you can see test plan, thread group. So here one simple controller is there. I'm selecting this one. In and I placed it there before register, and again I've taken the module controller. Here also I'm taking simple controller. So what it is
Sir,
there?
your voice is breaking.
Okay. So
Voice is breaking.
okay. So here you can see login. Login is there. Simple controller. I have added module controller one and two. So one module controller before register and another module controller before flight booking. And under module controller, I have selected the simple controller. Okay, here you can see test plan, thread group, simple controller. I have selected this one. In the same way, for module controller two also I have selected the simple controller. Now we will see what will happen. The result. See here, one login, one register, again one login, one flight booking. Means for each and every request before we are executing one login functionality. So this is how the use of a module controller. So the basic difference between simple controller is it just holds the request. It is not having any functionality activity. It doesn't do any action or activity. But module controller, if you give any request, it will execute before each and every request, whatever we want. Like here you can see register. Before register, you can see in the output, login is executed. Before flight booking also login is executed. So this is of module controller, and we have another controller which is called as test fragment. So this test fragment is also is not having much of we can say uh, much of functionality. It's just like a folder. We can say it's not more of controller, but it's just like a folder. It's simply uh, we can add one logic controller. See here, test fragment. See here, yeah, test fragment. So test fragment. So test fragment. So this is basically this will be always be in disable mode. If you want, you can enable. So I'm adding here login functionality. See here. So I'm disabling. I've disabled this one. So here this login functionality is there in the test fragment. So this is also similar to simple controller. There is not much difference, but it is not like a controller. It is just a fragment, we can say. Here you can see in module controller, you can see here test instead of simple controller, we can select the test fragment. In module controller 2 also you can select the simple control test fragment, and then if you go and execute it, flight booking. Yeah, you can see here. So this is how test fragment is. So this is just like a folder, and it does not have a much of importance. Okay. Next, one more controller we can see is include controller. So what this include controller will do is, let me add it. Controller logic controller include where is that one? Yeah, include controller. So what does this include controller will do is, see, we have a module controller. Okay, I'll disable this one module controller. I'll disable this one also. And what I do is like I'll save this login functionality. So I'll save as a test fragment. So here it is already there. Okay, I have already saved it. Um, so here you can see the include controller. Here you can see the file name browse. So take it this login. Okay, right. So include controller one, name it, and copy it and do paste it again. Okay, name it as include controller 2. So basically the main idea of this include controller is, if you have an existing script or existing scripts are already there for this some functionalities, some requests, if we are saved them, save those requests or save those script in our database, we can directly call those files instead of creating here. So now what I'm doing here is, I have disabled this one. So clear, see here. Okay, so I should not disable this one actually. So in this one, I need to select module controller, and in this one, I need to select module controller 2. Save it, run it. Yeah, login, register, login, flight booking. So this is how, means here two times we are doing this one. Means see, it is selecting. We are selected this one, right? So this login TF file, as we are selected this one, it will execute this one. Okay. So this is of module controller, or include controller, you can say. See here, login, register, login functionality. So now here we have taken the login functionality, right? Login file we have selected from our folder, and we have kept here. So that is the reason it has taken from the login folder where we have saved, and next executed register, and again login, again flight booking. That's what you can see here. So this is of include controller. Include controller is used for selecting the already existing scripts, whereas module controller, we will be using them for executing multiple times. Okay. Next, we have some more controllers. We'll see it. Some more like a random controller or random order controller. We'll see what is this random controller and random order controller. So I will be removing these all. Uh, so add login here. I'll be removing this one. Let me remove this one also. Let me remove this one also. Yes, I'll be adding one more sample. Say, um, say in this one. I'll name this one as admin. So now we can see for this one. So in general, if we execute all these four at a time, how it executes? Normally it executes, right, in a order: admin, login, register, and flight booking. So now what we do is we take one controller called random controller. Okay. Under this random controller, what I do is like I'll pull two of these requests. Okay, see here. Okay, I'm clearing it random controller. So what this random controller will do? Let me execute it. Sorry. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. So see here. See in random controller, you see login and admin. Okay. Thread group, register, flight booking. So after this, you see only login is executed. Means in random controller, what it will do is whatever request we have placed in random controller, it will pick any one. Randomly, it will pick one request and it will execute. Now it picked login. Okay, we'll clear again. We'll see. We'll run again. Register flight booking. See here. Now it has taken admin. Okay. If we clear again, save it and run again. See again it has taken admin. So what it means, random controller means randomly it will pick one request under which it has been allocated. Means under random you have added login and admin both, right? So it will pick anyone. So if you want to cross check, let's take this flight booking also under this one only. Clear, save, run. Now see the result. Register login it has taken. Okay, clear, save, execute. Now see register login again login only. So this is how you do randomly. And
So only one functionality will be
pick.
executed at a
Yeah,
time in random controller.
yeah, only one will be executed in random controller.
Like if we give around 50 requests means only one will be executed.
Yeah, only one will be picked.
Okay. Only one will be picked. Okay.
Yeah. And we have one more controller called random order controller. So what this random order controller will do, we'll see. I'm taking this random order controller, this register flight booking. I'm putting under this. Okay. I'm adding one listener. Okay. So what this random order controller will do? So in random controller, we are picking any one. Okay. In random order controller, what it will do is it will also pick only one, but it will pick in sequential order. Means, see, first time if we execute, it will pick flight booking, and second time when we execute, it will pick register. So for example, we see here, first time we are executing. See here, in random controller, we have login and admin. So uh, it is taking so much time. Yeah, login, admin, register, flight booking. Yeah. See now, under random controller, it picked admin, and now it picked flight booking and register. So here in thread group, if we give loop count as 2, login, register, flight booking, login, register, flight booking. Yeah, actually, we need to, yeah, actually, we need to disable this one and see like this. Here you can see. So in random order controller, login, flight booking, admin. Second. Yeah. So here in random order, it will pick one in a sequential order. So now you have seen this one. Okay. Then again, if you run, you'll see login, admin, login, register, admin, flight booking. So in sequential order, it will change one after another, and it will execute it. So this is a random order controller. And we have one more controller which is called as interleave controller. So interleave controller. Okay. What does this interleave controller will do? So let's enable this one random controller. Uh, this one we keep these two here. So in random controller, what we are doing, we are picking any one order, right? So I'll disable this one. I'll add interleave controller. Controller, where is it? Yeah, interleave controller. Under interleave controller, let me take these two. Okay. Now see what it is happening. Just observe it. See, admin it has taken login. These two are not under these one. Yeah. See, you need to be careful like pulling on the under this. So if you minimize this one, you need to see login and admin are under these. You can now see it has taken admin and register. See, only one has been picked. Interleave controller, it has picked only register. Okay. So interleave controller, what it will do is like it will pick any one in a sequential order. Okay. In thread group, if we give here two loop counts and we clear it, and now you see how it will result is now how it should.
Sorry, your voice is breaking.
Okay. So now in interleave controller, we have two register and flight booking, right? So from random controller, it will pick one, either login or admin, and interleave controller, it will pick one register. So now I have given loop count 2. So in loop count 2, what it will do? First, it will execute any of these login or admin, and second, register. And again, it will pick any of these two from random controller, and then in sequential order, it will pick flight booking. So the result should be either login or admin in first one, second register, third either login or admin, and fourth flight booking. So let's see. Login, register, admin, flight booking. Yeah, see here. This is how it is being executed. So if we have here three under interleave controller and some four are there here in under random controller or open also, it will pick from there one, and in sequential order it will take one from interleave controller. So if you give multiple times, if you have here, for example, if you have admin also here, okay, and in thread group, if you keep three, okay, I'm clearing it. See here, login, admin, login, register, login, flight booking. Yeah, did you got it? This is how interleave control. So the difference between random controller and interleave controller is random controller, it will pick randomly only one. In interleave controller, it will pick it in sequential order when we give the loop count more than one. Okay, clear guys? Guys, clear? Random controller, interleave controller.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, good. So it all comes once you practice it. Okay, next one is throughput controller. So throughput controller, how it is? What is a throughput controller? Throughput controller means, see, whenever we are distributing the load. So if there are 10 virtual users are there, they are using this application, home web application, and see if you want to distribute the load means like home page must be used by 2 people and the welcome page must be used by 3 people, registered page should be used by 5 people. So how do you distribute the load between these 10 virtual users? So that is how you do here. Okay, through this throughput controller. So let's go here. What I do is like I remove all this. Okay, I create one more thread group, one sampler HTTP request. So this time we take this website. Okay, so this is a website we are taking. Consider this as home. Okay, we'll add one more HTTP request. We take flights. Home is there, right? Okay, after home, we take sign on. Okay, this login. Okay. Um, Now we'll take one more page, say register page, or let's take some support page. Okay, okay. Take this one as support page. I'm adding one more sample. Okay, see here. Let me add one listener. Uh, I'll add one more listener to have here. So listener, I'll take aggregate report. Okay. So see here we have home page, login page, support page, for example. Consider. So now what I want to do is I want to uh, I want to distribute the load. So now there are 10 virtual users are there. Okay. I want to distribute these 10 virtual users into what are activities we are doing for home page. For home page, 2 users or like say 20%. For login page, some 30% and support page 50%. Means there two users, 3 users, and 5 users, or like that. So how can we distribute the load? Distributing the load through throughput controller. So let's go here, add one, go to logic controller, add throughput controller. Okay, see here in throughput controller, you can see here based on percentage execution or based on total executions. How you want to execute. So in thread group, let's keep 10 users. Okay, okay. So what I do is I take based on percentage execution.
Hello.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm taking here percentage execution as 20%. Okay, so name it as one. Okay, uh, copy this one, paste it again. Okay, under this one we are keeping home. Under this one, distributing. Okay, so this one to percentage execution. I am taking it as some 30%. Okay, and under this one, throughput controller 3, I'm taking it as 50%. Okay, now let's see how it gets executed. See here, uh, login. So here in aggregate report, you can see login got 3. This one got 5. Means here you can see 20%. This one home got 2%, 2 under 20 percentage execution. Login 30 percentage execution. Controller 50% execution. Support. So here you can see support got 5 samples. Okay, this got 3, this got 2. Total aggregate 10%. So here you can see total percentage 100%. Okay, this is how you distribute the load. Okay, actually there is a error here in the login page. Yeah, that is the reason we did not got the result properly. Let me check this also. Yeah, no all are fine. Let me execute once again. Okay, see here login 3, support 5, home 2. Okay, this is how you execute the throughput. Means you are distributing your load across uh, each, each of the site, each of the
Sir,
request.
how to show this report to customer? Like, can we download or how? This one?
You see here, you can see save table data.
Save table data. Okay, okay. Okay, okay.
Okay. So this is about a throughput controller. Okay. Throughput controller means you are distributing the data from multiple requests. See here, throughput controller, if there are 10 virtual users, if you want to distribute the data to some home page, welcome page, distribute like that, a number of requests are there. In a number of requests, you want to distribute the data load between them, you will use this throughput controller. Okay. Good. So till now we are good till controllers. Okay. Now we'll go to parameterization. Okay. So parameterization. So parameterization means here we can pass the parameters to the request using parameterization. Parameterization means uh, it's nothing but it's like giving uh, parameters in our JMeter. So these parameters we can give request in two types. One is like internal parameters and another is like external parameters. External means like from Excel or from CSV file. We can import that. We can give the data there in our Excel sheet and we can import the data here. So we'll see first internal parameters how we going to do. So for this internal parameter, I'm using this website openweathermap.org, and this is having some API key. Okay, so we'll see how we are going to use it. So that website is this one. Okay, open. Okay, so this is that website, Open Weather Map. So this is having APIs. So I had taken some. So now we are going to do by city name and by city ID. We are going to give the parameterization and do. So for this execution here, they are giving the syntax how we need to execute this one. So this is a sample syntax they have provided, and here we can get the APIs. So for getting the APIs, there are different amounts are there to use to get the API. So some free APIs are there. So I have got those things. If you complete parameterization today,